little bulky, and also with the bulk you tend to have less flexibility. And one thing that I push very much is stretch and flexibility, because I want all my movements I want to be long and free, almost like a dancer. I want that elongated look, because I think, me personally, I guess it's my own personal thing. I like the look. I think it looks sexy. I think it looks. I just prefer the look as opposed to the bulk.
Jim, why a lot of men exercise and they walk like this with their arms, not straight, all those muscles over here? Why do? Is this the way the muscles are built that prevent them from having their arms standing straight? I mean, what is it?
I don't know, maybe they had a long day, and no, that could be one of the reasons. Yeah, that could be one of the reasons. The bulk buildup. I mean, you have a lot of people who.
Okay, you talk a lot about body alignment. What does that mean, body alignment?
Well, that's getting back to the personalized training. If you're in a classroom and you've got a great teacher up there and you have 40 people in a class. Unless your body alignment is exactly how it has to be to direct the exercise on that muscle, you're going to run into some problems, because you can build up muscle in ways to cause you more harm than good. In a butt burner position, or in the runner stance position I was telling you about, you really have to have someone there to make sure that your body's in line, so that you're working the correct muscle and that you aren't cheating. I don't know how many times I've been in a class and I've seen the typical leg lifts, when you're on your side and the legs going up and down. Well, if you tilt back just enough, well, you can do 200 of these and you're right up there with class. But if you lean your upper body into it a little bit and keep your hips forward, then you're really using that muscle. That's when you're really isolating. That's when you're really doing body alignment. And if you do 50 the right way, it's going to do a lot more benefit to 200-300 the wrong way. So that's pretty much what I meant by body alignment.
Okay, one of the reasons you wanted to come on the show is because you wanted to talk about certification for personal trainer. Now, I was not aware that there was no certification. So could you talk about this? Because that's very interesting.
Right. Well, like I told you before, years ago, you didn't have to have a license to be a chiropractor. A lot of people weren't aware of that. What I am pushing for and what I am hoping for is in the future that you have to have a license to be a physical trainer. There are a lot of people out there who are excellent in the field. You have to be careful. If you, the general public relies on the personal trainer. In most cases they will walk in and they'll say, "Here I am, what do you want me to do?" And they'll do whatever that person tells them. And I think in a certain way that's risky. That's why that I think you should educate yourself to a certain degree, just so you have some kind of idea of what kind of questions to ask, what kind of answers to listen for. But I think it's very important that that they push this through and do have some kind of licensing, because
you think it's important. Do you think that there are some trainers who go around and really don't know what they are doing?
For the most part, I think there's a lot of very, very good people. I'm sure that.
So why would you want a certification then?
Well, in a lot of times I will get people or referrals of people who might have been hurt, or people who might have been injured. So it does happen, and I think that it's something that needs to be addressed and something that needs to be taken care of.
How do you suggest the certification? What would be the the framework? How would you set it up? Would it be a board of personal trainers who would decide what to do? Should it be part of government or state? Or, I mean, how do you see this happening?
Well, I personally sent some letters. You send some letters. The government is involved in this, of course, but you also get together groups of personal trainers. You have, I've actually had people, clients of mine, who have actually aided, because I have quite a few different clients in the business world, lawyers and so they help me with some of the procedures that need to be taken care of. And it doesn't hurt either for the general public to get involved either, because it's for them that this service is for.
So what step are you in already now? You have sent some letters. Who have you sent letters to?
I've sent some letters, and I'm also involved right now. I have some people in New York and some people in California who I am in constant contact with as far as the kind of progress they're making, who they're being able to, it's very hard to get inside doors. So usually what you have to do is call and call and call and send letters until you can get into your congressman, until you can get into somebody who you can raise a little cahoots with, that will listen to you and maybe hopefully pass some bill through someday. But a lot of signatures. We also have signatures that are collected on.
Interesting. But would you want those people to have a degree in physical education? Do you think that it is important?
I think the degree is important. I myself was a phys ed major. I think that there are a lot of places where people can go to get certified, but I think they need to enhance on that quite a bit. I think they need to actually have some kind of school where they can actually send people to go a little bit further.
Oh, so you see it very structured. You want
Very
a degree,
structured, yes.
you want a school, and you want them to be able to pass in front of the board and see what they've done and be certified in a very precise way. And you but you've done very well without it. Why all of a sudden do you think it's important to have this? Why?
Well, I really like to see people helped, and I really like to see, I'm very much involved in the community, and I think that if you pay for any type of service, it also just helps the business itself. I am doing well, and I'm happy with the way things are, but I'm more interested in just helping people.
Very interesting.
And,
you want to protect them against the people who are not really capable of doing a good job.
Well, no one wants to be hurt. There's no reason for anyone to be hurt. I think that if you follow the basic guidelines and the structures that you need to follow, and you can also be creative. I think personal training is very creative. I myself am creative. I'm always trying to change the routines, always trying to do something new, because if you're always excited, I have some clients I've been with now for 7 years on, and that says something.
You have to be creative.
You
have
like
to be marriage.
Creative. Yeah, in a certain degree. I mean,
it's a very intimate. I mean, I know when you were in my house, it's a very intimate relationship. It's not. It's not just like going to a gym. You really, because when you. The reason people don't like to exercise too much, because it's really kind of boring to exercise by yourself.
Right.
And even if you go to a gym, it's a little bit better. And when you have somebody there, somebody who cares like you did and really gets involved, it is a whole new dimension of exercising, which I was not even aware existed.
Well, thank you. You really do get involved. I have a lot of, I've seen babies grow up. Sam and David and little Anthony, and you watch these these kids grow up, and
you become part of the family.
You are very intimate. You all of a sudden, you're not in such a big hurry to run to your next clients. You end up playing. You end up playing with the children. And so. That's my next thing in life. I want to be a nanny. I think I'm going to take care of all these kids.
You really you genuinely. You really like to take care of people. You like children.
Well, I think the reason I enjoy it so much, and I'm so happy with my life and my work, is I see people doing better, and I see people feeling better, and that's quite a good thing, to have people to want you to come to work and to work with people and see them excited, and you get excited. And yeah, you'll have an off day just like anyone, but in general it's very pleasurable to work.
Jim, I think that through all the years you might be the most happy person I have ever met. I think you love your job and what you do more than anybody I've ever met. I want to thank you so much for being here. So continue exercising. If you can afford a personal trainer, go for it. If you can't, still, whether you get bored or not, exercise. Thank you for watching. I'm Capri Seiler. Au revoir. À bientôt, j'espère.